My name is John Gattuso, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of FIXD. I want to tell you a little story today about my friend Bella. So Bella is about my age. She was driving home from work one day, and her car started sputtering. She pulled over to the nearest gas station, her check engine light popped on, and her heart kind of sank. She didn't know what was going on, so she gave me a call because she knew I knew a lot about cars. Now, I'm sure a lot of you in this room have either been on the receiving end or the placing end of a call just like this. That's because you know the feeling, the dread that you see when that check engine light pops up on that dash. It's a horrible experience because a lot of that's rooted in people's past experience with automotive repair. You go to a repair shop, they pull out a $50,000 scan tool, plug it into your car, and they can diagnose the problem in minutes. But then they go and they tell you that there's 5 other problems with your car, and it's going to cost you $3,000 to get it repaired. But how can you trust those people? Like, what normal person knows that the minimum brake pad thickness on your 2006 BMW 3 Series is 3 millimeters and not 5.5? Nobody knows that. And this happened with over 253 million cars on the road today. This happens hundreds of thousands of times a day, and it contributes to an over $400 billion aftermarket automotive repair industry. That's a lot of pain that's going on, but it's a lot of opportunity that we can solve with FIXD. FIXD is an application and a sensor that plugs into any car since 1996. Just goes in just under your dash, doesn't take any expertise to plug it in, and it communicates with our app via Bluetooth. We read information from your car's various control modules and determine that into simple and understandable terms. We took that $50,000 scan tool and we put it into the hands of drivers. But in addition to that, if I told my mom that her secondary air injection system was broken, she would just say, okay, and look at me like I was crazy. But what we do is we break that problem down into simple and understandable terms for people like her. We tell them how severe that problem is going to be, what's going to happen if they keep driving with that problem, and even give them an estimate of how much it's going to cost to repair that issue. And soon we're going to be directing people to where they should take their car when they actually do have a problem. We spent the last 2 years building and validating this product, and we've done just that. Year to date, we've sold over 350,000 units of the FIXD device. And those units have netted us over $15 million in revenue year to date. But the fact that I'm most proud of is that each and every one of those sales was profitable. We sell primarily directly to drivers through our online e-commerce channels and through select retailers. But that sale is really just the beginning. When FIXD is plugged into someone's car, we now have this unique insight into their vehicle. We know a lot about their driving habits, about what they're going through with their vehicle, and that puts us in an extremely powerful position to recommend the parts and services that they need to get their car actually repaired. And because of that, it's allowed us to focus on 3 key areas after someone's bought the device and plugged it into their vehicle. The first one is in selling ancillary services to this driver. Because we know about their behaviors, we can sell them stuff like roadside assistance. And one of the great things is we just partnered with the nation's largest provider of roadside assistance to give our customers this benefit at about half the cost of AAA. For example, if you own a BMW, you've called their roadside assistance provider, they're actually using this partner that we've partnered with. The second area is in creating a marketplace of drivers that have problems with their vehicles and shops that can repair those problems. We just launched a pilot program with Napa Auto Care Centers to allow their centers to see customers in their area that are having active problems with their car and reach out on a really relevant and contextual manner that allows them to bring those customers in and schedule a service. That's opposed to the center using physical mail to actually mail out and bring these customers back in. It's a completely different paradigm. And then the third area is in selling parts to these customers. We just launched a subscription service for our do-it-yourself customers. Because we know about when you're coming up on your next maintenance interval and what your vehicle needs for that maintenance interval, we can send you every part you need for your specific vehicle at the right time, making it completely frictionless for someone to do their own work on their car. We've bootstrapped FIXD to this point. We haven't raised any outside capital, but as we start to validate demand for these 3 key growth areas, we're going to be looking to raise $7 million to grow in those three key areas. We're going to use that money to grow our parts subscription service, to foster this B2B marketplace of drivers with problems and shops that are looking to fix them, and then to grow our user base so that FIXD is in the vehicle of over 1 million drivers. I'm John Gattuso, and I really appreciate the time today. If any of you guys want to become a customer, buy a FIXD sensor. I think I know a guy. Come and see me afterwards if you'd like to talk about changing how drivers repair and maintain their cars as well. But look forward to hearing from you guys afterwards.